And we're live on the Twitch.tv. Do I have to do a dead voice? Do I have to do a dead voice, peeps? We're live and we got so many bananas in chat I can barely read them. They are just flying through. Thank you for the bananas, everyone. I thank you for your support. Rose Dragoon has resubscribed 3 months in a row. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate it. Peeps, we're expanding idea and we're building some offices. And this thing here has got to go. I should probably sleep in a bed. There might be bad things outside. But then again, they might not come after me because I'm dead, you know. We got a noise in the ear from Marnixa, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Koi Nice with the Prime as well. And Rat Yawns resubscribing for 2 months. Saying, morning X, just wanted to let you know you're a big inspiration to me. Not only in Minecraft, but also the stories you tell on your second channel. Do you mean third channel? Because I have 3 channels, and the second channel is where the live streams go. But that's interesting. People might naturally just refer to Asuma Says as the second channel, even though there's it's called Asuma 2. Let's call it the Says channel, peeps. All right. Oh, thank you so much for your support, dude. Appreciate it. Bam, bam. I love saying bam. I wish I could just say bam all day. Oh, I'd hate it. I'd get sick of it so quick. I hate that word. Oh, that was a quick U-turn. Right. Anyway, got to get some blocks for building, right? And I've got loads of shulker boxes. I would like a chest to put them in. That would be absolutely dandy right about now. Oh yes, it would. A dandy old chest. There we go. Okay, then I need some concrete stuff, which might be lying around in one of these boxes. Yes, yes, I remember. Very cool. I'm going to put those in my offhand as well. I was used to having a totem in my offhand. That's why I ain't got my my carrots in there. Draco Song says, on the bright side, being dead means 1, the other deads won't target you anymore. 2, you can make traps now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun. I don't mind being dead. Alright? Being dead's alright. Master Chief is here for 5 months saying howdy X. Howdy, Master G. Thank you ever so much for your support, dude. Dirty Monty is here with cheers and bits saying morning X. Hope it's a good one. It is a good one. I woke up bright and early. Went for a quick walk, did my morning workout, and now I'm here to stream. And as soon as I streamed, I am running across town to go out for the rest of the day. That is just my day today. That was pretty much my day yesterday as well. Because I'm a busy bee. And I got a croaky throat because I haven't really warmed up yet. Right, so we're just building this up right here. I don't think it needs too much explanation, does it? It's a staircase, clearly. Staircases need roofs, apparently. And we're here to build one. Actually, I do need to explain what we're going to build up in that space. So, when we get closer to that, I will be explaining. For now, we're going to focus on the building. And before we do too much more, does that feel... Yeah, that feels totally right, that does. That's the correct slope, the inclination. Those were both the correct words, weren't they? I think they were. I think you'll find they were. What might help with this transition bit here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we get to here, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the roof is here. Corners like this are always tricky when you're trying to lay out all the blocks. Calic Gamer says, what are you building, X? We're building a stairwell to lead up to an office area. Okay, I'm officially out, so we need to go grab... some more, which we have to make. That's why there weren't carrots in my offhand, because I've been making this stuff. We got more noises in the ear. It's Umbra Dreshen resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying, hey, X, Iskal will make angry Iskal noises if he ever sees that polished diorite staircase. I'm sure he will. Luckily, it's in the staff-only area of Idea. So, with him not being a member of staff, I don't think he'll ever see it. So don't worry. Don't worry. It'll all be good. We've got Dinglehopper here for 5 months as well. And Haycon for 22556 for 9 months. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We haven't done one in like a week because I've been playing a different game. But here we are. Zayam, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in and checking out my live streams. Egap says, please don't kill Mumbo. Don't encourage me. I mean, if you're going to say, please don't kill this hermit, and I'm dead, you're just reminding me that I need to kill that hermit, you know. I've got to kill all the hermits, right? Okay, let's go place some more blocks. Who would have thought we would do that in this live stream? I would have never thought I'd see that today. Placing blocks, can you believe it? Alright, lots and lots of blocks. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, I think, because we're going to go to like this height. Actually, I think we can go one lower just here, right? Is the idea, but then it's significantly higher than where that's going to come up and meet. Anyway, it's definitely going to be like this, I think. And it might not be enough light for down below because it's higher up than usual. Let's see what happens. Actually, I think it's going to work, isn't it? Because that goes... No, one higher. So it might look slightly odd if you look up and neatness and all of that stuff, but whatever. So the walkthrough here actually feels pretty fine. I think that's pretty fair. I could maybe lower that there by one, like that. And it doesn't really change how it looks. So I'm going to leave it like so. I'm going to have a light source there. And it's 8, so it is actually enough. Oh, that's good. That's very good. X, you aren't allowed to wear God armor until the game is over. I'm not wearing God armor, I'm wearing my regular armor. I do have God armor. I have 2 sets, I think. I have 2 sets of like cheaty enchantments. One for fighting the Wither, and then one with like everything on it. This is just my regular armor. Okay, we're gonna fill that in. So that was nice and simple, wasn't it? It's a little bit of a dark and gloomy corridor, but it kind of has the right vibe to it. Now, these torches shouldn't be here. And, the light level's good enough with these lamps, so we don't need to worry about that. Right, now what we're going to do is build 2 sets of offices. FaZe Pistachio says, opinion on KSI versus Logan Paul. I only managed to look at Twitter for a second this morning, and I saw someone talking about it, so... I didn't even know it had happened, right? I didn't even know it happened. So I have no opinion on it. I haven't watched the fight. I probably won't. I'm not that interested this time around. The Citizen Khan has subscribed with Amazon Prime, and Axiax has subscribed with Prime for 2 months. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. Ari says, dang, assume I can't see my message. I can see it. It's on my screen. KSI1 says... Mate Zook. If I remember correctly, Pistachio's asking the same question again. Dude, I'm answering it. If I remember correctly, didn't Logan Paul beat him first time round? And it kind of looked like he had a much longer arm, like he had the reach, right? Like he could throw the punch and land it a lot easier because his arms are longer. Which is probably a big advantage. I'm not a boxing expert at all. But that seemed like a big deal. A big physical advantage, so if he's turned that around, that's possibly a really good thing. I don't know. Oh, apparently KSI won first time as well. Well, I just do not remember it very well. Then it couldn't have been that exciting, right? Okay. Anyway, we're gonna let me explain what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna have 2 sets of offices, right? We're gonna have the ideas guys' office right here, and then we're gonna have the workers' offices over on this side. And we're going to try and make these ones into floors. And I've got a really good idea for the layout. I basically probably should move my shulker boxes at this point. Or maybe make my own little scaffolding path up to there. I don't know. We need to be efficient and organised. But there's a type of wood that I think I want to use. I was going to go with jungle wood in the office area. I think it actually makes... The tint is good. Now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and just use jungle wood. You know, I spend so much time overthinking what I build. I think that's going to be my rule today. Don't overthink it, okay? Let's just roll with my initial idea. And I'm just looking at chat and seeing some questions here. We've also got a noise in the ear from Jaco Turbo, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, dude. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Free Iskall from his suffering. What is Iskall suffering of? Okay, so we can bring it out by like 5. That's like our bare minimum. So these are going to be our floors for the workers. And it needs to just come close to this over here. And I don't think I have any concrete powder or any slabs. That's what we'll grab next. Slabbage like a cabbage. I did have all of these things in my inventory, but then I was doing some recording and things got shuffled about. Any white concrete powder? But we've got sand and gravel, right? I brought over 2 shulker boxes of that stuff and it's all gone. I should have some white dye lying around here as well. Oh look, no, there's still loads more sand here, that's good. Unless I used it all again. Luckily we got this. Sweet. Sweet as a beet. I've never heard that saying before, I just made it up. We've got a noise in the ear from Firalol, resubscribing with Amazon Prime for 29 months in a row, saying, don't know if I want to be subscribed to a zombie. Jeez. Well, you are. You're officially subbed to a zombie. You know, that's just the thing now. You got to accept it. It's my fate and it's your fate too. Right. Scaffolding. Yeah, exactly what I need right now. Let's go and add scaffolding here so we can climb all the way up to this spot. Okay, so you come through this corridor and then I want to have a staircase going up to the left side. Now let's just do that. Well, this got to come... Yeah, that's as close as it can go. That's our first floor right there. There'll be another one at this height. So, if I... There's only 3 blocks here. If I had like one more block, I could... I think what I'm going to do is put the staircase here. So I need more of those polished diorite blocks. There are too many blocks in this game. I'll say it again. Too many blocks. Do I see diorite stairs? Says Unbagettable. Unbagettable. You do indeed see the diorite stairs. Try please to enchant to enter the architect bunker. There's a button on the wall of their diamonds pile. When I live stream, I just, you know, like hang out here and do my own little projects. I'm not going to go investigating what other peeps are up to. So this will be the entrance to that floor. And then we'll have a staircase. Yeah, no, this makes total sense to me now. I'm glad I built it that way around. 1, 2, 3, like that. So that's the entrance to this floor. Goodness me. Morning voice, am I right? Then here... Man, these employees are... They can jump about a little bit, but they ain't got a lot of room. They're going to hit their head when they get up from their desk, basically. Okay, so here... Going to build the 2nd floor. Oh, God, this... I need to really clear my voice. I've got a hot cup of tea here. That'll probably help. And we're 15 minutes in, so... Not a bad idea, right? Delicious. By the way, we got a noise in the ear from Gwyfen. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. Peeps, we got 1,370 peeps tuning in. Be sure to hit the follow button over here. Get notified of when I go live. I usually stream Hermitcraft all the time, but this week we started playing another game called Mindustry, and I am really enjoying it, and I'll probably do some more live streams of that game. If you want to check it out, maybe you're thinking, oh, I might tune in and catch that out. There are videos of it on the second channel. Another one will come out today. So if you want to get caught up on that game and check it out, it's over there for you to watch. It's a mix of Factorio and tower defense. So Factorio is like the ultimate kind of production, warehouse, mechanization, automation game. And this other one is like that with tower defense. And, you know, I don't think tower defense needs much explaining, does it? X, you are dead now. Can use your god armor. I mean, Chriso, I had a message earlier from someone saying I couldn't. And I'm also not wearing my god armor, so don't worry about it. It's just my normal armor. Mindustry is pretty great, and it's free on Android, says Sean. Yeah, people keep telling me they play it on Android, but it's free. Ah. Now, I know it's also free on the computer if you get the old one on itch.io. So that's an option for anyone who's looking for a game, I guess, to play for free. But if you buy it on Steam, it's a couple of quid. And speaking of buying things on Steam, I brought Left 4 Dead yesterday. Now, I love zombie movies. I don't really I'm not crazy about them right now or anything. I watched a heck of a lot of them back in the day. And it was around the time that I was really into zombie movies that Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 came out. Now, I went and got my old Left 4 Dead cases to put them on my computer, and the key codes didn't work on Steam. So I kind of had to buy the games again, which I was just feeling lazy, so I was like, oh, whatever. You know, I'm not going to send in a bunch of emails complaining about it or whatever. I really do think that's sad, though, that they can make you do that. Like, you can end up buying the same game multiple times. It's a little bit silly. There's a culture of it, of like remasters and getting remastered games that you used to own on the new console because it's not backwards compatible. And I think that's kind of sad that you have to end up paying for it twice. It just seems mad to me that that's, you know, somehow that's happened. But anyway, it happened to me because I put in my Left 4 Dead codes from my originals, and yeah, it didn't work. And I was like, I ain't got the time to faff around trying to figure out how to make this work. So I just brought them. They're a couple of quid. And I think I'm going to, when I get a little bit of free time, play a little bit of Left 4 Dead again. Those games were a lot of fun. I loved the feel of it, like being in a team and trying to survive. I remember it being really quite tense as well, which was cool. Those slabs are wrong, says Unforgettable. They all look right. Oh god, those ones are wrong. They're totally wrong, aren't they? How did I do that? Not paying enough attention. Not concentrating. By the way, Asuma, will you bring back Soulside Eclipse someday? It's always my plan to just go straight back to it after this, but I was thinking the other day, I enjoy so much music that other people create. You know, this is just one thought. Already I can feel like myself resisting it, but it's like, do I need to do music? Yeah, I probably do. I like, in a moment of, oh, there's all this great music out there, why should I make any more? Like, I forgot how much fun it was to make music to begin with. Like, it's a really great experience. Of all the music I love, and I love a lot of music, right? Love lots and lots of different stuff. I've never listened to a record that can give you a feeling that's sort of close to what it's like to make your own music. And all music is kind of like its own thing anyway, right? If you're really into music, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're casual with music, maybe not, but like, it's almost like each little bit of music is its own little blueprint, its own little part of the musical landscape. When you make your own part of that, it's like a really incredible experience, but it's nothing like listening to anyone else's music. It's really quite personal and yours, and that is something that I will definitely want to go back to. I think in just a moment of like forgetting that, I kind of thought, well, maybe I'll do something else, you know, like, there's all this great music out there, why should I make some? But that's silly. It's Lemefo Boy says, you play an instrument. I play guitar, And I went through a period last year of playing it very heavily and uploading videos to my second channel of me playing covers of my favourite songs. And I will probably get back into guitar again and going further back into the past to play keyboard and drums. And I like to compose music as well. Right, what did I come back here for? Was it really just that? I know I'm going to need more slabs, so let's do that. By the way, I'm sort of in the middle of the recording a video, and I wonder if I might just do a little bit of recording on stream. I didn't plan for it, but I'm just thinking it's kind of nice to show the progress of building sometimes, right? And I'm not replay modding this, so I think once we just get these corridors done, I might record a little clip for my video on stream. Graceful says, I love those second channel covers. Really fun to attempt to play along with. Oh yeah, playing along with music is great. That was one of the big breakthroughs for me, learning like how to get better at music and how to really enjoy it, is realizing that when you're doing covers, you can just put on the CD or like the MP3 or stream it, however you do your music. You can just put it on and play along. And that's something I didn't really know or think of. When I was first, I had drum lessons when I was a kid, and I was never taught the concept of, hey, just put on the CD of the cover you're playing and play along. And so when I started guitar, I was always sort of like not playing along to the song basically, and then at some point it kind of clicked, and when I did the whole music thing for Asuma 2, it just became, you know, like the way to do it. It didn't make sense to do anything else, just play along to the songs you love. It really works. Are we really out of gravel? Are we really out of gravel? No. Of course we're not. Because I'm prepared. Right, I'm going to make 2 more stacks of this stuff. Cool, and do I have the dye in my inventory? I do. It is all there in my inventory. We got a noise in the ear from Clarkstar11, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Todd M for 17 months in a row. And Shizuku3158 for 17 months in a row as well, saying finally catch a stream. Can't catch streams as often, but still enjoying the entertainment. Well, glad to have you with us today. Thank you as always, Pete, for your tremendous support. Delicious tea. That's what I'm drinking right now. That's the slurping you're hearing. Oh, by the way, 1,500 peeps tuning in. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you'd like to join our Discord server, discord.gg/Asuma, hang out with like-minded peeps. Make some new friends, you know. Arcanict YC says, what is your favourite artist? What type of genre do you like? When it comes to music, I love all sorts of music. I really think that if you've got something in your head like, I don't like this type of music, your loss. When I listen to artists, I try and hear what the artist is doing. I don't try and listen to stuff to hear what I want to hear from it. Because I think that if you do that, you just kind of end up listening to the same sort of stuff again, over and over again. And by doing that, you know, what I like to do, and I haven't done it so much lately, is pick out records that just kind of fall outside of what I would normally gravitate towards. Example, I listened to a record again last night, I hadn't for a while, Billie Eilish. I don't even know how to say her name. I read it and my brain gets confused. You know what I'm like with the butchering of the names. But, you know, in the past, pop music was just a no-go. Can't listen to anything that's pop. And because of that, totally miss out on interesting artists and, you know, and hearing what they're about. And I really, really like what she does with her music, and I love that record. I thought it was great. But if you are like, oh, Asuma, I want to know more about what you listen to, and most of you are like, I know exactly what you listen to because I've been watching these streams for years and I've heard this over and over again, you can Google Asuma Music Blog, and I write about music regularly. Vigola97 says, what do you think about trap? Trap music, the sort of evolution of hip-hop from down south with the fast rickety hi-hats. I really like some aspects of trap and some of it not so much. I like the sound, the aesthetic. I'm kind of alright with the mumble rap stuff that kind of merges with that as well. When it comes to mumble rap, I think it's great that we have like a rich history in hip-hop of great lyricists, and it's kind of not a surprise that eventually there would be a rebellion against that, because a lot of musical movements are born out of rebellion. Now, I'm fine with it. I don't think that, you know, hip-hop has to be about lyrics. You know, the lyrics don't always have to be top-notch. I think it just needs to be good music, and there's a lot of good music that's mumble rap. But anyway, I do like trap. I like the beats. The thing I'm not so keen on it, which is one of the things a lot with hip-hop, is that I feel like hip-hop has a kind of a bit of a factory vibe going on sometimes with the way they just pump out track after track after track. Like, there is a lot of it floating around, and you can listen to a lot of records and feel like, there wasn't a lot of thought put into this, you know? It's just kind of like run-of-the-mill, here we go again, beats and rhymes. I do like to pick up a record and feel like there's more going on than meets the eye, right? What about country, says Wisely? I've never gotten deep into country, but I've always liked country music whenever it's on. It's kind of like hip-hop in a way. Like, it just transports you to somewhere else. And that's what most music does, if it's cultural. Transports you somewhere else. Tells you about another place, something that you don't know about. And not being from, like, you know, southern rural America, like down in Texas, or like the places where country music is really associated with, it's like you listen to it and you get transported into a different world. It's great. New Kanye album, question mark, says Nitsuju311. I have listened to it a handful of times, and it feels really enjoyable from a I'm not paying attention kind of perspective. Once you start listening to his lyrics, I don't know, it just feels like the lyrics have a lot of holes in them and things that don't really make sense. But I haven't gotten that deep into that record yet. I've only been able to listen to it a couple of times so far. Force Fado says, do you like dubstep? I did when it came out, when like Skrillex was all the rage. I thought that stuff was really great. And then listening to it now, I don't know, it kind of doesn't work for me anymore. I think there's also a lot of like a flood of bedroom producing, kind of imitating dubstep that doesn't really go anywhere. I think the genre had such huge potential to be really interesting. I don't know, everything I ever hear of dubstep seems to have stagnated from that Skrillex moment. Like, not that I'm particularly active in seeking it out, but I haven't heard anything that's like broken new territory with it, right? And I think it's important for musical genres to evolve. Do you like heavy metal, says Void North. Oh, heavy metal. Or all that screaming and shouting. All that rah 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 Cookie Monster. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm a die-hard metalhead. It's my favourite thing ever. I love a little bit of screaming on that microphone. I'm leaving the stream, it's boring, says that Hireshiteki. Oh no! Oh god. That's alright, man. If it's not for you, go on. Do you listen to any jazz? Can you recommend something? I love jazz. I would recommend for anyone who wants to get into jazz. Probably the thing that anyone would ever recommend is Miles Davis's Kind of Blue. That is the album that got me into jazz music. It's such a chill record with a particular vibe. I'm sort of bashing my head into this bit here, aren't I? But I think I can just leave it like that. Yeah, like jazz, says Minimexel. Yeah, I think other people say it's a meme, isn't it? It's a meme. Do you like classical music? I do, yes. I adore classical music. Rah 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 Cookie Monster, says Mr. Fun. That's what I said, yep. Okay, right, now we've established these staircases, we probably don't need... I'm probably going to do my little bit of recording right now, right? I think we're there. So, music needs to pause. Oh, you lot are going to get a in the stream exclusive. I also can have to adjust my hotbar. Oh, I haven't done this in ages. I hope it works. If it doesn't, it's not the worst thing ever. So now all the stuff should be off the screen, and I'm in recording mode. You are getting a behind the scenes exclusive preview. Exclusive. Only for your eyes. You can comment on the video. I was there when he recorded that. Okay, here we go. I'm hitting record now, okay? Don't mess me up, peeps. Okay? Don't put silly messages in chat. I'm trying to concentrate. oh. I've got to get all the nose sorted out and all of that. Right, here we go. What am I going to say? So we need a way to get up to the offices, and we now have that because I've placed in all the blocks. Oh, I know it's not terribly exciting, but I just kind of wanted to show you the layout here. And we have 3 floors over on this side, and I'm going to build the floors out of jungle slabs, and it goes 5 blocks across to over here. So we've not got a lot of space to work with, but this is essentially the 3 floors of the other office space on this side. That was slick. Oh, that's how it's done, peeps. That's how you make a YouTube video. Now you're all professionals all of a sudden. Jeez. Look at you lot getting those fancy YouTube recording tips. Right. Now we've got to place in all the slabs, literally. First take too, says Knights DMG. Yeah, I go through little phases of having to take multiple takes and then just kind of having the flow. But lately, I find it's better to focus on getting yourself into the flow or being in the right place to begin with. Otherwise, I don't know, I feel like recording gets a little repetitive and unproductive, which is not what we want. Now, there's a question here. Do I want to build all of the walls out of this material? Or what I could do is I could go grab that, put it in here, and so we walk in and we got like a sliver of a different colour, but then it becomes the wall. I think I might just do that just for the sake of changing things up around here a little bit. It might actually, no, then again it might make the offices feel a little bit glum and gloom. We have all of this going on, it's like at least white and bright and alright. Oh, that rhymed. Also, we need a roof, so I'm going to put that there for now. Yep, we're going to need to craft a lot of these slabs. So we got noises in the ear. From Walkers Gaming, resubscribing for 27 months, Walkers. GG. Morning all, says Walkers. Welcome to the stream, dude. MacNod89 is here for 14 months saying, I love your videos. I'm glad you enjoy them, dude. Thank you for 14 months of support. The Torps is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Just Lingen is subscribing with the Prime. Shark Person, part shark, part person, subscribing. And Quick Ninja 3469 subscribing with the Prime. Thank you ever so much, dude. Appreciate it. Your hotbar is cropped up, says Arcanic. Yeah, let's decrop it, shall we? There we go. It's a little bit better, isn't it? Okay. Next up, crafting stuff. Like slabs. This is probably not enough, is it? But well, I don't mind walking back and forth, but I know that's not enough. So let's at least get a little bit more. Let's at least put some effort in. I'm just going to turn all of those into slabby jabs as well. And now we've probably crafted way too many, but that's cool. Favourite chocolate, says Buttermeal Mo. I don't know. I'm not really big into chocolates and candies. I feel like I'm going through a phase of just getting over all of that stuff. Like, we were out eating yesterday, and I could have ate heck of a lot more, but I just kind of got some restraint now. I feel like all of my intermittent fasting and calorie counting has just kind of like changed my relationship with food, and I just don't really look at candy bars and stuff the same way. Like on my birthday, I'd always treat myself and get like sody pops and chocolate bars, and for the last few years I haven't even bothered with the sody pops. They are well and truly like dead to me. Okay, I never have a fizzy drink and will probably never drink one again. They're just boring and just, you know, pointless putting sugar into your body with no nutrition. So I don't bother with those. And it's starting to happen, I think, with candy bars. Like my last birthday, went to the shop, brought myself a couple of Butterfingers and some other ones, and I didn't really enjoy eating them. I just felt like, what's the point? I know this stuff is just sugary and non-nutritious, and sure, it does kind of taste great, but like, what is the point of that? I find it harder to indulge in food that I know is not good for me, whereas I can get all these tasty, I can cook myself tasty meals and salads that are wonderful and they're filling and nutritious, and so I don't know, it's just not doing it for me. Mithril Chew says, I wish I had that mindset. Well, if you wish you had it, you can work towards it. It's a process. It's a process. You ain't like, some people I know are very like flip a switch. All of a sudden they have like a eureka moment. And those same people that do that, I tend to find, can also kind of like undo that progress at a later point in time. I believe in like the gradual way of doing things. I always try and take what I believe and think it over seriously. And so when it comes to diet and stuff, I've done things the gradual way. And all the things that I've done in my life that have made the most sense tend to have been gradual things. Not just this sudden like, oh my god, I've got to do this now, and bam. That's just something I do. It's like you work your way into it. And so, having always aimed to try and eat healthier, like day by day, week by week, over time it just makes sense. It just happens. You just got to push yourself in the right direction. You know, you don't have to run in that direction. You don't have to sprint. You just got to roll in the right direction. And to me, that's the way that works for me, I guess. Now, that being said, there are chocolates that I, of course, like. I just don't feel I can be bothered to eat them anymore. Oh, wow, we've run out. Have you ever rode a skateboard or something like that, says Ding Dong. Yeah, I have, actually. And the first time I used a skateboard, I fell flat on my ass, right on my tailbone, and it was so awful, the pain, and I just like didn't really get into it or bother with it. I was just like, nah, not for me. But I did learn how to manual, which is where you like go along on two wheels. You know, you got the front one up, the front end of it up, and I did learn how to ollie up and just sort of jump the board off of the ground. But that was about as far as my skating experience went. And that was back in the big like boom of skating around like the 2000s, like the Millennium crossover era, you know, Tony Hawk's Pro Skating and CKY and Jackass. Like, skating was kind of like at its peak back then. So it's kind of not surprising that I gave it a shot. Do you have a Master Chief skin, says Vord North. No! How dare you? How dare you? Oh, I'm going to get all tribal and emotional over computer games now. I am not Master Chief, I am Doom Guy. The original Master Chief. Master Chief is based off of Doom Guy, didn't you know? Okay, silliness aside, that is true. Master Chief is like inspired by the Doom character, and I picked my skin based on the Doom character, not on the Halo thing. You know what we could do here? We could also bring the black wall out, maybe? Could also extend these over a little bit further if we wanted to. They don't have to end where the windows are. And then they would have white walls where they would line up with that. I think I might do that. You know, give ourselves a bit more space to work with. Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll bring in some black wall on the sides, more jungle all over the place. I'm going to sneeze. I got to mute. Hopefully that mute worked correctly and you didn't hear that. And we got noises in the air, which reminds me I'm slightly behind. Cheatster9000X has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you so much, dude. My face is getting bigger. I'm going to just leave it like that for a second. Antonio4230 has subscribed for 17 months in a row. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Also, Shark Person, part Shark, part Person, resubscribing. Sorry, no, gifting a sub to Man Cats Studio. Thank you for gifting the sub and supporting the community. I appreciate you doing that. Man Cat Studios, you are now a subscriber here on the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you again, Shark Person. We also got Sir Wizalot. Sir Wizalot likes to whiz and he cannot lie. Okay, that reference is kind of old school. So Wizalot gifting 5 subs to the community here. Thank you so much for doing that, So Wizalot. Very kind of you. I appreciate your generosity and supporting the community. Let's just grab that many more for now. And oh, okay. So these people have been gifted subs. It's the one and only 325625775325. One of my favourite usernames to read out here. I am Cali Deli, Alexios005, Matthew Maddie 2, and Real Night Fighter. You are now all subscribers. Feel free to throw a love heart in chat, which you can do because you got those emotes. Send them to Sir Wizalot for gifting the subs. We got Weasel Storm, subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Tom D1969, subscribing with Prime as well. Thank you ever so much for subscribing with the Amazon Prime. I'm literally promoting Amazon Prime, something that I don't use and moan about as well. Do you remember that time when we moaned about Amazon Prime subscriptions while they were coming through? Oh dear, that was silly. So Wizalot, you don't have as much time. I was reading that as it went right off the screen. You don't have quite as much time as you'd like. Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. I guess over this end, it's only going to go out by 1, by the looks of it. Is that a false wall? Does that need to be there? No, that's a legit wall, isn't it? Yeah, it's a legit wall. Okay. And we got... I said this name correctly yesterday. Velendis! Come on, I remembered. Velendis. Come on, pat me on the back. I deserve it. Velendis, gifting subs to Jacob 2710, O Watson 12, Savage X Sailor, Predator Gold, and Hazel Bunny. Thank you so much for supporting the community, Velendez. I like saying your name because I can say it correctly, and it looks like I couldn't. It looks like a fancy name I would struggle with. But thank you for supporting the community here. It is appreciated. Hope you're enjoying your time on the stream. If you just heard your name being read out loud, it's because you've been gifted a sub. You can now throw and assume a love heart in chat, and feel free to throw it to Velendis for gifting you the sub. Amazing community we got going on here. A.G. Carter says, hey Asuma, what kind of music do you make? Also, what do you like to eat for breakfast? Also, destroy all diorite. Well, for breakfast today, I had porridge with some high bran. For breakfast, I tend to enjoy... what I have for breakfast most of the time is a salad. That's the first meal I eat of the day. Apparently, a salad is a good way to breaking your digestion and get it going again. Digestion, is that the right word? Metabolism? There's so many fancy words when it comes to diet. So I like to start off with a salad, and then I'll follow it up with a bowl of porridge. I usually have like blueberries or raspberries in my porridge. I have some K-Varg yogurt, that's like high protein yogurt. Really tasty. And what else do I have? I mean, I could literally pull out my phone and tell you all the different things I've had for breakfast. Sometimes I'll have like pancakes with natural yogurt and some raspberries or blueberries on. That's really nice. That's a nice meal. Okay, we're doing it like this, peeps. I'm just going to build up these rooms and keep going. By the way, we also had a noise in the ear from John the Squirrel. Thank you ever so much, John the Squirrel, for subscribing. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. What was the other question? It was something about music. What type of music did I make? So, in my music making days, you know, a lot of stuff was like little experiments, but there were some key phases of making music. So I started off by making metal. Specifically, sort of symphonic metal with kind of like an extreme edge. Very inspired by Dimmu Borgir, but kind of like a bit more toned down and a bit more into the less metallic side, you know? Like a lot of the constructs in my music would revolve around what I could do with the synth and the guitars as opposed to like, you know, beatdowns and stuff. But that's just the music that I was formulating for an album. I actually like composed an entire album and started recording some bits of it. You know, you can hear some of it online. Oh, where was I going with that train of thought? I also wrote a lot of metal, right? This is the sort of stuff that I wasn't actually really planning on releasing. I was just kind of demoing for myself. And a lot of that stuff was like fun, silly, obnoxious metal. And there's some really cool riffs and stuff here and there. A lot of that stuff will probably never see the light of day, to be fair. But I go back and listen to it from time to time. I really enjoy just hearing those all funny riffs that I came up with. I did not need a lot of this black wall, did I? And now I need this grey concrete right here. Anyway, after doing that for a while, I did start to learn about music production, getting into a DAW, you know, and using stuff like FL Studio. You naturally find your way to plugins and synthesizers and stuff that lets you experiment with electronic music. So I actually composed a handful of electronic songs, and it was around this time that I kind of realized that what I was doing musically was going to like cover many different genres. So I started to make some electronic songs, and you can listen to some of those electronic songs on my music channel if you want to. I think there's 3 of them on there, could be wrong, and I was planning on making a whole album with that stuff. Okay, I need to get some more of this. So those are the 2 things I was doing, like kind of like this darkly electronic music with lots of synths. I was doing symphonic extreme metal, symphonic black metal, stuff like that. And then I started like really getting into hip hop and sampling and making my own beats, and I made loads and loads of beats with really obscure samples, and again loads of those have been released. Like there's like a playlist on my channel you can go to see some of the stuff that I kind of made available again, and like there's collections of hip hop beats, and they're all like weird and experimental, and they're a lot of fun to do. And some of them are like really boom bap and just traditional as well, so it's like there's some variety. Now, around the time that I was making this music was also the time that I started doing YouTube. You see, I eventually got pulled away to doing YouTube, and I was really into Dungeon Synth. Dungeon Synth is like this kind of bizarre offshoot of black metal. You see, black metal is a very, for its time, rebellious genre, rebelling against the norms of death metal and the popular metal of the time. And what these artists also did is take some of the Norse mythology, because a lot of it stemmed from Norway. So, you know, the old Vikings and folklore, that stuff kind of made its way into this music on the side. Like, these artists would always have these like obscure interlude tracks where you'd have this darky kind of like folkish music played through synthesizers at really low quality. And then it took like a couple of decades later, and the changing landscape of the internet, things like Bandcamp to emerge and people to have better access to home production, that then all of a sudden this dungeon synth, as it got coined, which is a really great term for it, just blossomed. All of a sudden loads of people were creating this soundtrack, and I was talking to Lord Leviticus at the time and communicating with them before I started making the YouTube videos. And we were just talking about dungeon synth and black metal, and you know, both musicians making our own stuff. And yeah, this guy like was kind of making some really great dungeon synth stuff, and I was fascinated by it. And so I made my own dungeon synth record. I don't think it's really great as a dungeon synth record, but I do think it was a great process and exercise to learn how to produce a record from start to end. I repurposed some songs that were originally like metal songs and created some originals for it, and it all ended up like really great, I think. Like, I love going back and listening to it, but that's because I made it, right? You know, bias. But like I said earlier in the stream, the music you make, you'll have a special connection with. Anyway, geez, I just waffled on for quite a bit then, didn't I? Henkel Max is here, resubscribing for 23 months in a row. Henkel Max, thank you so much for your support, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. And we've also got Valendes gifting another sub to Peachy Dean. Peachy Dean, you're now a subscriber. Valendes says, there you go, dude, in chat. I am looking through chat just to see if there's any kind of conversation going on there around that. Valendes, thank you so much for gifting the sub. Very kind of you to do so. Appreciate you supporting the community again. Peachy Dean says, yo, what? Yo, what? You're subscribed, dude. Commando says, will you ever play Red Alert 2 on a live stream? Whenever I do the Nostalgia series again, Red Alert is one of the next games to play, and hopefully we'll get far enough along to Red Alert 2 at some point. Golden Shooter says, what's your favourite car? I'm not big on cars. I'm not a car person. I'm the kind of person that gets nauseous when I walk through a car park and think, oh God, look at all these cars. Look at all these fossil fuels we're burning. That's me. Alright, I need a lot more of this white concrete powder, right? Morning X, great Sunday morning stream, says HCF. Thank you. I'm glad you think it's great. I think it's going well. We're having some nice conversations here. So Wizalot is here doing cheers and throwing bits, saying the best thing about you is how honest your streams are. There is no forced laughter. You don't shy away from the harder questions. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I believe in like being yourself and being honest is a really good thing. Yeah, how can I put it? Like, how can I add to what you just said? Often when I think about these things, like about being honest, being yourself and all of that, like everyone's got that nagging voice inside of them that tells them to do the right thing. And you get put in situations in life where for some reason you got like this other force that can like blindside that little nagging voice, right? I think sometimes if all you got to do is follow that voice, and then you just realise after that was always the right thing to do. So that's kind of like my attitude towards honesty and whatnot. So with that said, you know, I will get things wrong sometimes, and I'll have the wrong ideas in my head. But if you're just open and honest about it, then it's so much better, I think, to be able to say that that's the case, you know. Anyway, this is going to lead into something else that I wanted to talk about today, because I picked up a new book to read. I thought it was really interesting. But let's catch up with these noises in the ear. So Wizalot, thank you so much for the cheers and bits, dude. Control 61999 is here with the cheers and the bits, saying, I wish people would stop spamming about no god armor. Peeps, let's end this right now. This is not god armor. This is regular armor. Thank you ever so much for listening. PSA over. Control, I appreciate your cheers and bits, dude. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens in chat. People spam the same message over and over again. But, you know, everyone's just trying to communicate through the chat, right? So yeah. Valendis says, rightio, got to run to Remembrance Day. Oh, yeah, it's Remembrance weekend. Oh, I felt a bit tearful yesterday. I was at a football match and you had the minute silence and you listened to the trumpet. When I was a kid and that stuff would happen, it was always kind of like, all right, minute silence. But after following World War I on the Great History Channel, like the horrors that people went through in wars, we are so damn lucky to be in the situation where we are today, sitting around in a mostly peaceful. I know it's not peaceful everywhere on this planet, but like watching people play games and communicating together. Think about how lucky we are, right? And what that generation had to go through. Mithril Chew says, my nagging voice generally reminds me of bad memories and it triggers my anxiety, making me avoid going out of my comfort zone. Well, the nagging voice that I have doesn't relate to anxiety that way. I'm not sure if it's the same voice we're talking about. You know, you can have a negative voice inside of yourself that will beat you up, and that voice is not to be given as much credit as you think. You know, the voice that will inside us that puts us down, like that voice shouldn't have as much power as it might make you think it does. As for going outside of your comfort zone, just pick something, like, just do it from once in a while. Just pick something simple that isn't too uncomforting, and just once you find one little thing you thought was not quite was uncomfortable that you can put up with, keep doing it, and then once that thing becomes normal, find the next little thing. Little baby steps, you know. I listened to Joe Rogan talk about going out of your comfort zone so much, and I really like his attitude that once he sees something that he finds uncomfortable, it's like he wants to conquer it. I think that's really fascinating. I'm definitely not that sort of person, but I do find myself doing that with physical activity. That's one place where I found it, and then I find it kind of rubs off onto other things as well a little bit, right? It's one of the philosophies of weightlifting that like helped me deal with other things in my life, was Like, no one can lift the weights but you. That quote has always stuck in my head. I think Henry Rollins said that. And it just made me realise that, like, you're doing this exhausting, hard working out. And then, you know, you go into some other situation later on in the day. And you just realise, hey, that was harder what I did earlier. That was harder than this. And it kind of helps you get through it. You know? Anyway, wow, we're just going all over the place today. I didn't even know how we got started on this crazy conversation. Slytro says, entertaining as always, great work. For 5 months right there. Thank you so much for your Prime subscription, dude. I appreciate it. Slitterelli is here with the cheers and the bits saying, are you or any of the hermits, or all of the hermits, doing the hashtag team trees? I am not, just because I have had... Oh, those ones don't go there. Like really little time to look it up or get involved at all. I've just been super busy. I have never really got involved in any charities just because I've had an unfavourable look on charities for a long time, but I feel like that changes, that's really starting to change within me over time. Starting to look at the world differently, and at some point I want to get involved with some sort of movement. I just don't know when that time will be. I've got a feeling it will be when my YouTube channels decline, right? Like, because right now this is my job, so I'm very focused on earning a living and, you know, getting stable and set up in life. And when this starts to die out and I'll have time to do other things, I mean, I say when, if, like, I'm assuming it will one day, it can't last forever. That's when I might, like, start to do some, like, charitable stuff, I think. You know, I'll have time to push into other things, but, you know, the reality is Team Trees looks awesome. Apparently the foundation they're working with is one of the best for doing that kind of work, right? And it seems like such a great opportunity. I've just had, like, no time really to do anything else of late. I've just been, yeah, just stuck in the YouTube grind, right? And it's Christmas season, it's busiest season of the year. Mancat Studio says, here is a tip. If something is really mentally difficult, double the problem and you will be stronger. Do it comfortably and try to go outside your comfort zone. Like, you have lots of work to do, get more work and overcome that problem. That feeling of overcoming a big barrier is great. It also gives you a better ability to confront too. Just a thought. I think that's good advice for someone that works for, like, the doubling of the problem. That's interesting. I mean, if I just go back to what the other person said before, I'm not sure if that's the advice I give them, but here's the thing that I think makes what you said great and whatever I said great and whatever anyone can say is great is never give up and never rule yourself out. Like, a lot of these kind of problems kind of stem from the internal chatter that we have with ourselves, which can unfortunately become negative, telling yourself that you can't do things. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You'll make it true if you keep telling yourself something. For some people that works in the opposite direction. They stare in a mirror and they're like, I'm going to go into work today and I'm going to win this contract, and then, you know, whatever. Like, but in terms of, like, negativity that you're trying to overcome, if you're telling yourself you can't do stuff, you can potentially make it true. So, you know, don't have that internal chatter. Whenever you spot it, remind yourself that it's not productive and not helpful, and most of the time not even true, like, because you don't even know, you haven't done that. But anyway, the point I was trying to make was, like, whatever it is you're looking at yourself and you're trying to correct, never give up on it. Don't ever tell yourself the battle's over, and try different ways to get over it, or whatever it is you're trying to get through. If you don't try, you can't make any progress. Just keep trying something. So whoever's offering you advice and things that will work for them, one of those things might work for you. If you've given up, you're never going to find out what the one that works for you is. If you keep trying, you'll probably do a bunch of them that don't work, and it might make you feel awful, but you got to keep trying. And eventually you'll find something that works for you, right? Eat, look at Hunger Bar, says Mini Mike Skull. Here we are having some deep conversation about internal chatter of the mind, negativity and positivity, and how to turn things around and change your life, change your world, change your attitude. Oh, eat, Asuma, eat. That's all you're thinking about, isn't it? You're thinking about food again. Oh, you've made me hungry. My belly's rumbling. My belly is rumbling. Why are we thinking about food? Let's go drink some tea. Darfanilis says, rarely is a stream so motivational. I just started doing push-ups in the middle of it. This is one of those. That's the attitude right there. I like that. Doing some push-ups. That's great. I want to do push-ups more. Because I got such a like a program built that like pushes all of my movements to like exhaustion. I feel a bit weird about like doing stuff in between my workouts because you have to recover after you worked out. I think I've got to record again. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna record a quick little clip, peeps, and then we'll get back into it. We'll get back right into it. We've got to pause the music to do that. And I'm in record mode. I've hit the record button. You are getting some behind the scenes exclusive footage right here. You are in the episode, my friends. Right, anyway. Not too much has changed here, right? But a little bit of grinding, and inside you can see we've got walls, we've got ceilings, and we've got floors. Now we've got to fill it up with some decorations to make it feel like a real office area. Where's the... Oh, there it is. I sort of paused. I was like, where's the record button? There we go. Oh, no, I did the wrong thing. Oh, and you're all telling me. Oh, that's amazing. I did it totally wrong. I just saw. Okay, can we do that again? That's hilarious. That's a blooper. Okay. I think I remembered what I said. So these corridors, they kind of look... No, that sounds silly. I said something about the corridors. That's what's weird. These rooms... No. Oh, see, look, like I've got total brain fart going on now. Not much to show yet, but I've simply just done the grind. We put in the ceilings, the floors, and the walls, and now we are ready for some details in this area. A thought did just pop into my head, though. You do see a little bit of this powder, so I was kind of wondering about maybe taking out bits of these walls and replacing them with powder so they look like stripes. I might do that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I think that works. Jeez. Jeez, what a derp. Okay, so now you know the secret. Derps, they happen, you know, not just on live streams, but when I'm recording. Oh, terrible. Now, I wonder, under here, and that thought did pop into my head. Yeah, there's blocks under here, so we can actually do that quite easily. There's like a panel of 3 there, and then what if we turned this bit? 1, 2... no, we can't. We can't do that there. Maybe we just do it on the bit where you see it. I'm not sure what looks better or worse. Wait, is it just like one floor that has it? So you got this one here as well. So it'll just be 2 of them. I think I'll just do that. It might seem a little bit silly, but it'll work. Actually, if you look, it's 1, 2, 3 there, right? 1, 2, 3 there. Ah! 1, 2, 3. It's here! We just can't see it. So now they've all got some sort of similarity. Oh, there's always that little strip over from the side. That will make me happy in my little OCD brain. It's not actually OCD. That's just the thing we say on the internet, right? G-Stav is here for 45 months saying, hey, quintuple Twitch baby. I can't even do that much math. Is it 45 though? 9, 18, 27, 46. You're 1 month off! Incorrect. Incorrect. No, I'm messing with you. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the support. Jar YT is here for a donation, with a donation even. I love your videos. Haven't really watched you stream much. Didn't know what to expect, but I love the conversation. Well, thanks for tuning in, dude. As you can tell, the live streams are pretty different from the videos, right? They're pretty different. Hey X, you're using the same 1070 PC. Yeah, that's right. I've had this this for a few months. I think I got the new computer sorted out in January, February, and I'm loving it. It's great. Jar YT, thank you so much for your donation, dude. We got Kick Back Man 1277 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I got inspired when I was looking at some images of offices on the Googles yesterday. I'm just going to go look at it again to remind myself of what I saw. Yes, okay. That might be a little bit difficult to make. But now I know what we've got to do next, right? I know what's next for us. What is the next step in our path of decoration? Hey, how did you start Hermitcraft? I'm curious, says Not Addy. I did not start it. It was started by Generic B, and Generic left at the end of Season 1, and then halfway through Season 2, I can't say I took it over. I sort of offered up my services to, guide Hermitcraft in a direction, and I call it stewarding, like guiding it, making decisions, calling meetings, getting people's input, and trying to like mediate and give us some sort of structure, as a group. And because of that, I'm like also the admin slash, server runner person, whatever you want to call it. Right, let's chuck these in here for a second. I need quartz blocks. I know I need this stuff, right? Of course I need quartz when building an office. Now, I don't have a crazy amount. I do have a fair bit of this and that. I think we're going to end up crafting some more, but I'll take that box and the crafting bench with me. Do you ever do mods, says JarYT. I have done mods in the past. If you go to my channel, a lot of people ask questions that can be answered about, like, have you played this game, that game? On my main channel, I've got, like, several seasons of modded Minecraft. If I could recommend any, if you want to watch old series, Hermit Pack and Fullcraft 2, I think, were the better series. They're also the last ones that I properly played, right? Oh, and also the Ozone one was really good. The Skyblock one we played together. That was really good, but other Hermits kind of dropped out kind of quick on that, and I went into it with like this long season plan and like this epic base plan, and it worked out really, really great. But unfortunately, we weren't all on the same page with that series. I'm going to need some iron blocks, I think. Okay, and what colours of clay do we have? I think I might go with red. I think red will look good next to the jungle log. Graceful says, I like Hermit Patch so much. It was so good, wasn't it? It really was so good. I enjoyed it as well. Now, I think we're going to look at it like we got cubicles, okay? That feels a little bit... Oh, do you know what? The problem with this is the ceiling is so low, we're going to naturally, I think, take away from the shape that I was going to go with here, so we might have to come up with something different. But I was thinking of that, little cubicles. This doesn't have to be a work of art either, does it? And then like a little seat here and a TV screen. We've got to put in more detail in order to know if it's going to actually work or not. So that's an important thing with building, is you can kind of look at what you got before you finish building it, and you're thinking about where the other things are in your mind, but you haven't actually built them. So let's build them, and then we'll be able to really see... Oh, I already had some of those, didn't I? Ah, we got a power. Oh dear. I could possibly put some... Oh, I could power those blocks from the other side, so they'd need to be placed correctly now that I think about it. So I think that means placing it like this and like this. We got noises in the ear from Amiga, Kronos94, and Cuplex, resubscribing for 31 months in a row, saying, woohoo, 31 months, keep up the fantastic work. Thank you, dude, I appreciate it. We need some levers next. Hey X, you build any traps today, says Hate the Hippos. I have not built any traps today. Right, this is going to limit all of our seats to be against a back wall, which I don't think is too much of a problem, really. Okay, what I should have done is broken that one and that one, come up here and done that. Yeah, okay. Oh, fail. Right. WXJ Ailey says, oh well, I need to go. Thank you for the streaming. Keep up the good work. This would be the final stream for me as a subscriber. Oh well. Well, dude, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I'll always appreciate that. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. So now we've got a little seat. What we need next is a computer screen, which we'll get in the form of a painting. So much back and forth here. We'll have several things in here that might be of use. I'm going to take some flowers. Where's the flower pots? Flowers. Let's have cornflowers. I know I'm not going to need that many, but, you know, variety. Let's take those three. I think they'll look nice in the office area. Paintings. There they are. See, I knew these things were down here. While Max Plays says, hey X, what do you think about that colonies on Mars can exist? Do you think that they can exist? That's a big conversation right there, isn't it? Going to Mars, making colonies. I think there's a long way to go before we have colonies there. Many hurdles to overcome. So I reckon if we get rid of that and then put a flower pot on the edge here with a flower in it, that probably looks nicer that way around. So there you go, little cubicle. Is it a bit too small? Is it a bit too compact? I don't know. But the next one will go here. Like that. These might end up being like really uniform. Seat there. I don't know how we'd power the trapdoors. I guess we could power them from below, but that won't always be the case. So then we can have a bunch of like this, like uniform ones, and then down the end here maybe like the main office cubicle. That could probably work. And then we need to get lights in here as well. So where would the light... Also, what other details do we want in this area? Maybe trapdoors instead of slabs since the ceiling is low. Oh, very good idea. Then again, it is a different vibe. I think that kind of works in a weird way, but then I feel weird about that. Maybe that doesn't... Maybe we don't need to use quartz here. Like, if I put in different materials, like spruce, then we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let's look at this setup, right? I'm going to put the grid things on the end. I guess we've got to change it down the end here as well. We'll have that. Okay, flower pots and flowers are next. So we'll have a flower pot here, and then two in the middle. It's kind of looking okay so far, isn't it? Snow layers maybe, says Debocus. Ah, but we need to light this area up and then they will get melted. So I don't think we're going to be able to put snow areas. We totally need like lanterns in here. And now we need some wooden materials. That was all the quartz that I pinched from there, wasn't it? If you use wooden trapdoors, it solves the powering problem, says Zilanto. That is exactly the plan. Okay, where's the white stuff? There it is. That goes over there. Wooden trapdoors. What would look good in there? I think birch would. But I mean, I was saying birch would look good. No, I mean birch would look good. No, not wood. Like that's a wood tree. I mean, would it be a tree if it was a sapling? Do you not get what I'm saying right now? Goodness me. You know, which wood would it be? No, the other one. Oh, shut up. Shut up, you lot. Okay, right. Let's go grab some of these. Jenny X site is very funny, X. Oh, is it? What would you rate it out of 10? Jeez, don't be too harsh. I was doing my very best then. My very best. Carpet man, says Hermit Abridged. Ooh. Now, I put in the jungle wood floor, which admittedly, as a ceiling, not so great. But I put it in because that was the floor material I want. I guess we can have like a couple of carpet rugs here and there. Would look probably pretty cool. Okay, so now for the seating. Yeah, that looks good from the get-go. No! Oh, for some reason I thought I saw a crowd behind it. I think I was imagining the worst thing when I realised where this came from. I was like, there could be lots of them. So we'll have seats in these spots. Oh, I didn't bring any lanterns. And we'll put a seat there. And then we'll put some filing cabinets. So what makes a good filing cabinet? We ain't got hive blocks yet, but I could probably roll with some barrels. Would they make good filing cabinet looking things? This isn't Left 4 Dead X, says Jessica. It was for a moment there. Although I was on the dead team. Why was I being attacked? I do not know. Some sort of undead conspiracy, if you ask me. Birch trapdoors, people are saying. Loom block. Oh, right, we've already used the trapdoors. The loom block we can do. Lanterns and loom block. Butter Milo says, have you heard Edward Snowden's podcast from the Joe Rogan Experience? Listened to every minute of it. Thought it was fantastic. Especially loved some of the things he was saying right at the very end. And I actually talked about that in a previous live stream. And then it got clipped and put onto Asuma Says. So head over to the Asuma Says channel. You'll see Edward Snowden in a thumbnail. In a thumbnail. There was 1 minute silence at 11 o'clock, says Coopsy. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that is I don't know, like 1 minute silence is other people's way of paying respects, and I, participate that if I'm at an event where that happens. I totally not thought about that today. I don't think that's suitable for my live stream. Like my own paying respects, I know where my respect is, and we talked a little bit about it earlier as well. Maybe if I'd have thought about that in advance, I could have perhaps prepared something to say. That would have been nicer. Like I said earlier in the stream, though, I followed the history of World War One. From start to end with the Great War Channel and Indy Nidell and them covering it week by week. And the World War One was utterly, unbelievably horrific, and just the perfect storm of all the worst things, the worst tactics, the worst technology for killing. It was just a horror show in some ways. The loom was for the filing cabinet, right? Isn't it tomorrow anyway? Says Isaac. Yeah, I think it was September the 11th. 11th minute, 11th hour. I don't know if it was a Sunday when the war ended. I can't remember that. But I do remember that it was agreed beforehand. It wasn't that at that moment they agreed peace and all was good. It was agreed beforehand. I just put away some slabs and now they're useful. That is so typical in this game. Let's go grab the slabs. It was agreed beforehand that would be the time that they ended it at. Now this is a war of generals who had this mindset of like, send the troops over the wall into no man's land. This push will be the one that wins the war. And they did that over and over again for 4 years, just slaughtering and sacrificing the lives of young men. And oh god, there's more going on here. Oh, this is distracting. What was I trying to say? So in that kind of mindset, it's kind of not surprising that they agreed to end the war with something a little bit poetic, you could say. Oh, we'll do it on the 11th minute of the 11th hour, right? But they kept fighting like the war was still going on. They'd agreed the peace beforehand, the day before maybe it was a little bit longer than that. And they kept sending the troops over all the way up to the 11th hour. Like, how absurd is that? I mean, I said it earlier, how lucky are we to be in this generation? You can always complain about stuff in life, but I think sometimes you should count your blessings and take a look around and realise, hey, people have had it way worse than us before. Look at what technology has brought us. Look how much society has advanced and how far peace has spread from, the once brutal society or history that we have as a society, as people on this planet. We're living in a very lucky time, and we should be very considerate of all those people who had lived through harder times. And perhaps, for me, it's always a source of don't know if like comfort or strength are the right words, but just to take a moment to go, hey, whatever little thing is upsetting me today, some people had way worse problems, and maybe I don't really have too much to complain about, and that kind of helps me. Maybe that doesn't work for everyone, but works for me. Okay, there we go. We've got some cool light sources in now. Looking real good. I think I'm going to put one here as well, and do the same down the other end. This is alright. I mean, I feel like with the space constraints we got going on here, this was kind of like a little bit doomed from the get-go, right? Like I didn't give myself a lot of space to work, but it's still kind of cool. Paintings, trapdoors, people are saying. Yeah, we'll get all of those done. Now, I don't know if I've done that the right way around or not. Guess we'll have to go down and look. I don't have an axe. I keep thinking I've got an axe. Asuma, who chooses the clips for the Asuma Says channel? Adam does all the editing for it. He does a fantastic job as well. Oh look, there's one more here. I'm really happy with what he does on the channel. It's great. And come January, we're going to hopefully try and up the production a little bit and try and make some more evergreen kind of content. I want to make an eco-conscious video. A video that kind of outlines things you can do if you're wanting to have less of an impact on the planet. And just kind of create a little bit of a compendium of ideas and give people the opportunity to watch through. And then, hey, if they hear a couple of things that make sense to them, oh, I could do that, that's easy. Yeah, I could probably actually walk to work on occasion rather than drive all the time. You know, like, things like that. Just put those thoughts out there for people to think about, and then if they want to adopt something or not, you know, they can. Okay, a little bit of carpet going on over the front here, I think. Just a tiny bit there. I don't think... Do we need any... Would it make sense to have them under the lanterns for some reason? Okay, now I'm thinking... Maybe not. Let's put that there. Let's take these two back, actually. They're kind of silly. Then again, they are the only two in this area. I'm going to do that. Alright, so there we go. That's floor number 1, right? What other details could we put in? People are saying paintings in chat, and I know why. It's because I forgot to put them in. That's not what I was trying to do. There we go. Okay, there we go. Windows user over there. We'll have a Mac user on this side. Oh! Oh! Ignoring the rules of the game, are we? Oh, well, that's a bug. That's a bug if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I don't know what makes these different. Philip says this music is creeping me out. That's why I put it on, man. This is our dead music. I'm dead, you know. Let's face it. I'm a dead. Alright, peeps, any other ideas for this? By the way, noises in the ear, let's catch up quickly. J6C, resubscribed for 3 months, saying, hey Asuma, always looking forward to your streams. How's your day going so far? It's going great, thanks for asking, dude. I'm really looking forward to it. Got some Hermitcraft to do in the evening. And the rest of the day, though, will be kind of relaxing, actually. Time with the family. And I'm looking forward to it. City Monstret is here subscribing, and Tron2KSA is here resubscribing for 8 months, saying resubscribe, got a new job working a 3rd shift at a hazmat warehouse. That sounds crazy, so I can afford to subscribe again. So happy to be back as a subscriber. Well, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it, and as I do say, you know, if ever you're tight on money and it's difficult, don't worry about me. Like, subscribing's there for you to do if you want to, but if it's difficult to afford, you know, you don't need to do that if it's tight. It's cool. Don't worry about me, dude. But thank you so much for the support, of course. Hey X, don't you do what all the comments tell you to do? Wait, says CHMX. Yes, I do exactly what every comment tells me to do. Therefore, I shall wait. No. Okay, so that is. Oh yeah, what I was going to say is any ideas, any last ideas. You know, like what details can we put in? I feel like we could put in some buttons. just on the side of these blocks, so it feels like there's more going on. But if you look at my inventory, man, is it cramped. I need to sort it out. I guess I can go get some blocks. Can you add some yellow and blue to break up the white, please? Oh, I see what you mean, like IKEA colours. I'm not going to do that in these rooms, but food for thought, I guess. Lamps, we put in the lamps, I think. You can use slabs and signs to create an extended drawer on the cabinet. Yeah, I'm not going to go that crazy with it. Also, I don't think we've got quite the right amount of space. What I am going to do is go and grab 4 of these, and we're about to hear some noises in the air. Oh, some noises in the air. Item frames with slabs as handles, says Darth Annihilus. Item frames with oh, I got you. I know what you're on about. I'm not going to do that one either. I'm asking, but I'm just looking for something super simple and quick that we could throw in here, to be fair. Like, maybe something that would fit on here. I think we've done it, though. I think that looks really nice, actually. You know, this isn't what I normally do. And I can kind of step back and go, ooh. Maddie OG says, I can't find my keys. Dude, they will be... I know where they are. They're in the last place you're going to look for them. Oh, how did I know? Mind reader. Yeah, let's do light blue on this floor and then yellow on the one above, right? And obviously I don't have enough of either of those, but we'll figure that out. So on this floor, slightly different layout this time. Let's go ahead and create like a walk around the front bit to here. And then, yeah, this area is going to be a little bit bigger and open. We're going to have 2 seats. Oh, maybe that needs to be 3 wide there. Yeah, we'll put a seat here and a seat there. And then I want the next bit to start just here. And then we'll go up to the yellow floor. Should we break the rule a bit and maybe put something going all the way across? I don't think we will, actually. On this floor, we're going to go with... like, literally got to walk all the way around? I'm not sure that works. Let's put... I'm trying to think of how we can make this different. We could put a little... Ah, yeah, let's do that. We'll have a desk there. This should be 3 wide. Desk here. Or, better yet, actually, I'm going to put that back bar one. Okay, yeah, I think that's the way we'll play that one. This is going to have a big, like, open area as you walk in as well. Are you going to put pacified pillagers inside these offices, as Green Sharpener? We got to, right? We got to. Totally got to. Have a big office for a boss with a huge window in it, says Pinga. Yeah, we should totally have a boss's office with a big window in it. But where? Where could we put that? Oh no, I didn't plan ahead. Ah, I never thought about having a big floor space for a big boss's office with like a big window. Oh, damn it. Why didn't I think of that? Oh well. Also, in the noises of the year, we have Graceful gifting 7 subs. Grace, thank you ever so much for your support to the community. Not just with gifted subs, with all you do on the Plot World as well, of course. Thank you so much for gifting these subs. Peeps, if you hear your name being read out loud, you won't, because I'm going to pick up some dye before I forget that I need some dye, right? Good idea. Very good idea. Okay, let's get to it. Ak Tub, Hibui, Romek, Silent Introvert, Biology as well, Luxy86, Lad is Lavme, Elisco, 000, Super G2MER, Southern Miski. You're all now subscribers thanks to Grace. Thank you so much again, Grace. Feel free to throw a love heart in chat. You can now do that because you're a subscriber. Send it Graceful's way. And I thank you all for tuning in today. We got 1,600 peeps watching right now. Oh, jeez, the pressure is on, right? Peeps, if you haven't done so, be sure to hit that follow button. And I have a new channel called Asuma Says. I make videos about the stuff I talk about in these streams, right? Like, if you like all the topical talky stuff in these streams, you'll probably like that channel. Also, Discord.gg/Asuma. We have a Discord community. You're welcome to come and join us. If you haven't done so already, be sure to head over there and check it out. You do have to register for our Discord community with a Twitch account or a Minecraft account. That's just a kind of like bar of entry to try and keep out trolls and those people that live under the bridge. Oh, troublemakers. Trolls. Oh. Okay. Light blue. ×2. That's what I need. And then the rest can be yellow. There we go. This is a very full inventory that needs managing. Okay, so we've got this little bit configured here. I think I might do something similar over here and just have less desks for this area. So we'll put in a seat there, seat here, seat there with that, and a seat there maybe? I think that could work actually. It's kind of like a cool different layout, right? Oh no, you're off by one. That's not good. Mama Slippers is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Mama Slippers, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. Okay, next up. Should we try and get... How did we do it before? Let's have a desk facing this way here. Alright. Space. Desk face that way. And we've got another noise in the ear. It's Dost Doe, subscribing with the Amazon Prime. Dost Doe, thank you so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Yeah, we'll do things this way around up here. So it looks like I need a little bit more of the old yellow terracotta. That can hopefully be arranged. What we got going on here? Not a lot of yellow terracotta. Right, and now we've got to go put some things in my inventory away, basically. Did I put in the seat for this? Oh, no, yeah, we've got a seat back there, so 1, 2... Oh, yes, okay, right, just checking. And we've got a noise in the ear from Tron2KSA, with the cheers and the bits, saying, when and if you go to trap someone, you should get Mumbo. I'm really excited to see you two trapping people. Definitely should be collaborate on some evil traps. For sure, I have some traps in mind. I don't know who they're going to get. I don't know who I'm going to get with them yet. I need to coordinate with my my undead teammate. My dead teammates. Jeez, they're not undead. Let's put some lights into here. What are we going to need? What are we not going to need? We're going to need lots of these birch trapdoors. I know that. Put away the dyers. Jeez, this music is tense right here, isn't it? Tense music. What am I looking for? That will do, that will do. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, that should get us through. Okay, so we've got the flower pots again. That's good. Kind of perhaps want to come up with some different blocks each time. I've got some more of these types of blocks over here. So let's put some barrels on one floor. And on the other one, composters. I think that one's going to look super funky. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. So we'll put the looms back. Each one will have something different. If you really want to be an efficient reaper, trap the nether portals, says Mama Slipper. That is a great idea, isn't it? That is a superbulous idea, actually. Trapping the old... They'll never see it coming. They'll just walk through a portal thinking, you know, nothing wrong with this portal. It just takes me places. Okay, there we go. We've got carpets, which we're going to use up there. This is really good. I'm enjoying this detailing project. If Pigs Fly says, builds ideas store, creepy music, this must be a build up to a boss fight. It feels like it, doesn't it? It feels like it. Let's get our, these things out. So what we'll do here is that. And then I think we should put a different block in the middle. Now I do have the iron trapdoor. Maybe we could use that quartz. Do I still have the quartz block? I don't think I do. Let's find a different type of slab for these computers. Okay. Oh, we're about to hit... Well, in an hour, we'll hit 18... Whatever that number is, it's about to go up. Oh, butchered that. Oh, we could use end rods as light sources as well. I think I might put those in on one of the floors. Why did I come back here? Slabs, wasn't it? Wasn't it slabs? I believe it was slabs. I believe it was slabs. But not these types. I know what type I want. That type right there. Hey, look, some more trapdoors. Very cool. Oh, I could put in different trapdoors and seats on each floor, like a different combo. Oh, we've got to have some cha-cha seats in there. Are you kidding me? No cha-cha seats? You got to be mad. How many would it be? 12, 6, no, 18? We'll do that many. Uh-oh. There we go. And take those and do that. Very full inventory. Oh, it's so messy and disorganised. I think I'm going to put away a couple of blocks here. White concrete powder, sea lanterns. Very good. Hey, Assumerine back says I'm begettable. Welcome back. I never begetted you? That sounds so weird. Hey X, have you heard the SSJ free theme by 94 Stones? It's really good. I have not heard that. I do not know what SSJ free is. Or have I heard of 94 Stones? Just use a potion of weakness and a golden apple. That could do you wonders, says Vincent Schneider. Ah, I see. Yeah, the old curing of the undead condition. Okay, this is too wide here, which makes me think... I've got an idea. It makes me think I've got an idea, peeps. That's what it makes me think. Just going to put that there. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. That's really cool. Now, I feel like in this area we're probably going to need... Did I get rid of the lanterns? Thank goodness I didn't. I'm going to put a lantern at the front in 2 different positions. Hey X, how do you get building inspiration? You know, inspiration is just like a creativity thing. I'm an inspired person. I like looking out into the world, seeing things and wanting to create my own, I guess. So I'm always inspired to build something. I just have to think through what I want to do and make a plan of action. I wonder if the paintings will go on nice and easy this way around. It looks like they will. Hey X, can you put an office chair without the armrests? I prefer chairs without armrests. Are you mad? No armrest? I could do it, but I always feel like the little extra shapeage kind of adds a lot. That's why I do it that way around. You are such a Chad, says Pinga. A Chad? What on earth's a Chad? Jeez. That sounds so funny, though. Such a Chad. Oh, that amuses me. Right. So we've got these things going on. And we've got those things going on. Next up, we need some lighting. There we go. We need that one. I mean, I middle clicked, but yeah. It means you're a good lad. Oh, right. Okay. It kind of sounds like an insult. I mean, I don't know. Chad. Just sounds like an odd name. Is Chad an actual real name? Definitely thought of it as a name. Anyway. Oh, oh, looks slightly unhinged there, the way it lines up. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I like this floor. It's got a real different vibe to it. And it just feels a little bit bare in this middle area. We need a carpet on the floor. We've already put in blue carpet on the surfaces, so I think we're going to have to miss having any kind of carpet. So, feels like there should be something there. I just don't know what it is. And then I've remembered that we're supposed to have barrels and composters. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put the composters on this floor. And I'm going to put them over here. And I'm going to make them go into the roof. Yes, Chad is a real name, as all of us Chads chime in, says Magol. Oh, other people are saying their name is Chad. Alright, cool. Well, today I learned something, right? And I think this is kind of perfect because this is where we're going to put our barrels, right? Oh, didn't expect that. Oh, didn't expect that again. Wait, didn't I place it on the block, or did I put it... Oh, apparently I put it on the one behind, right. And then I think the middle one will do this. Break it, put that there. Might not actually have to put that there, because I could have the lantern sitting below. I think it would probably look better if it were hanging. What was the other light source I brought? End rods. I thought I brought another one. Oh, well, I didn't. There it is. I think I'm actually going to put that all the way across. Yeah, that looks better. Coolio, right. Again, similar layout on this floor. I think we're going to go with the iron trapdoors and put the paintings on those. Very good. Should we not put armrests on this floor then? We'll just leave them birch. Unarmrested. Unarmed. Ugh, God, that sounds terrible. Unarmrested? Doesn't sound right at all. We also need some light sources. I know where we're going to put them. Just here. Right, is this a no armrest floor, peeps? That is the big question in life today. It's the thing we must figure out. We never put any flower pots on the last one. Those people just don't like flower pots by the looks of it. Those people. Oh, those people. Who are they? Let's put some flower pots in. 1, 2, 3. Looking good, looking good. And I think what we're going to do is put our light sources here. Just so all the floors are a little different from one another. Very good in the hood, homie. And where's my paintings at? Sweet, we've actually done a really good job here. You're starving, says Ignorant for Wisdom. I'm starving, peeps. I will eat soon, don't you worry. Cool, I reckon it's done a pretty good job here. I also noticed that's kind of wonky, this area, but that's fine. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to put something different in here. Oh, it immediately looks awful, actually, but I was thinking of doing that, even though it doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, it just looks terrible. He's fasting in game, says Jess. Yes, I'm fasting in game. I'm trying to lose hearts. Oh, good stuff. X2 monitors missing at blue floor. Ah, okay. Thank you for the report. Oh, and one on this floor. Yeah, let's just double, triple check some stuff here. They're all looking good. Oh, dearie me. No monitors on their computers. Oh, that is disgusting. How are they going to do any work? How are these fictional characters that don't exist yet even going to do any work? Let's go tidy up our inventory. Maybe add like a place where you can get water for the workers. Ah, like a water cooler. What would that look like? I'm going to guess being able to squeeze it into like a 1x1 or 1x2 space is probably not going to be doable for us. Yeah, we've got a little space to work with up there for details. Let's start to re-tidy and reorganise some stuff here, because man, this all gets out of hand very quick, doesn't it? These inventories. Concrete next. See what I mean? Right, those things are going to end up back in those chests where there's loads of random blocks. Okay, I think that's most of the wooden stuff taken care of. They're going to go in those random blocks, chests. The flowers belong in there as well, actually, now that I think about it. So do the flower pots. See, we're making progress now. The slabs came from there. There might be room for them. No, we've got none in there. So they'll go back up with that stuff. Right, iron blocks go into here. Trapdoors belong over here. Paintings were from those chests. And then we've got light sources. Very good in the hood, homie. Very good in the hood. By the way, we've had noises in the ear. I feel like I haven't read one in a while. Lyra Couture is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Tree Mond is here for 2 months. And Post2 has subscribed. Thank you so much for your support, peeps. I appreciate it. Apologies on being a little bit late. We're reading those out. Oh, using a cauldron with water. That's a really good idea. And a glass block or something on it, I'm reading in chat. Okay. These things we can do. I've got a random lantern here as well. Would you ever use RTX enabled things like shaders in Minecraft, Asuma? No, I'm really not a fan of shaders. I do, however, really like the look of the RTX stuff as a kind of... the way they've done the ray tracing with NVIDIA looks pretty cool. Wouldn't mind trying that one day, but I don't think I'd ever play Minecraft with that on permanently. Looks too gaudy. Right. Going to tidy up all of this, and then we're going to try that water cooler idea. I've got to record another little clip showing what we've done. Okay, valuables belongs in that bit, and I actually need that because cauldrons, or one cauldron actually. So I don't know why I needed 2 iron blocks. Not doing the math really, am I? Got my water bucket, then we put something glass on top of it, I think is the idea from chat. Seems to be the idea we got. So I was thinking I could put like one of these on, so it's like, it's probably actually going to stick to the wall behind it. I'm going to do it that way around. We could also use the old armor stands in here and start getting more crazy detail, but I think that's going a bit overkill for me. A little bit on the overkill side. X, maybe you can put something between the chairs on the 3rd floor. I probably could, but I think we're kind of done there. Okay, and that is everything else that needs to go in here. Sweet! Let's go check out this whole water cooler idea. How do the co-founders of Idea feel about you being demised? You can find out all about that in the very next episode. That is our water cooler. It kind of almost works, I think. Once you walk up to it and see there's water there, it'll probably make sense. What I should do is put like an armor stand with a bottle on the inside. That'll be pretty easy to set up. Let's think. We need glass for a bottle. Did I pick up the ender chest? No. Glass for a bottle. Armor stand and armor stand book. Armor stand is there. Armor stand book is here. It's here! Here you go, peeps. You're going to see some magic. If you haven't seen the armor stand book before, you're going to love this. Alright. Need these 2 as well. Additional blocks. Armor stand. Oh, they're actually in the same thing. They're in both. Which looks kind of weird. Let's put that and that away. Okay. So, we'll put down the armor stand. Put it right here. We're going to get rid of that base plate. Show those arms. And we need to make it invisible. Let's also not apply gravity. And we'll keep it visible for a moment. Here's what we're going to do. If we go to a particular page... Now, one of these, I've got a feeling, will help us do what we want to do. Nope. Also, nope. Well, maybe. I can't even see it. Let's actually try one of these. Oh, where is it even? God. Totally messed this up, right? We need you to go upwards, dude. We need you to go upwards. Tripwire hook on it. Oh! That's not a bad idea. Does a tripwire hook go? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. There it is. I might just leave it there. I might just leave it there. That'll do. That'll do. Let's try this tripwire hook. Very good suggestion, chat. I appreciate it. Look at me, prepared. Already got one crafted, have I? That's a problem. Okay, get out of the way. Hey, shall I leave it on the ground? I feel like it's really unnecessary now. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do, peeps. Are you ready for some exclusive preview behind the scenes? Assumer in action recording an episode. Oh, you've never seen anything like it before. When you're watching the next episode of Hermitcraft, you can be like in the comments, hey, I was there. Right, I haven't hit the record button. It would be a good idea to do that. I've hit the record button, have I? No, I still haven't clicked it. It's been clicked. It took me many clicks and many attempts. What am I going to say? I've got to think about it. Why am I talking so fast and keep talking? It's not very productive when I need to record a clip. So we have decorated the rooms and gone for quite a humble and simple approach. Not trying to make a work of art here, just trying to throw down something that feels like it gets the point across. And this does. We've got computer screens and flower pots. Okay, I'm probably just going to cut there. And then on this floor, we've gone for a different kind of layout with some different blocks, but similar things going on. Seating fixtures, computer screens, lighting fixtures. And then here, this is a water cooler. And we tried to put a bottle inside of there, and it didn't go very well. So I'm thinking we're going to give up on that idea. Let's make the stand visible. Okay, we can see half of it. Bring it forward. Bring it to the side and then up a little bit and give it a good old smack. There we go. We're not going to go with that idea. We've got this tripwire hook, which was suggested by my live stream chat to make it really feel like a water cooler. The Chunky says, I love this. Oh, behind the scenes, you're loving it. Here we go. Here we go. You were in between this clip. Just remember that. And then on the third floor, we've got a different colour scheme. And again, some variety on the arrangement of things down the end here, like a shelving area. So each floor has its own layout and each little unique quirks. There it is. There it is right there. Oh, so productive. Oh, that was amazing. Where's the music? I want the music back. Okay, quiet down, people. The music's coming back. Jeez. You know, calm down. Calm down already. I need to drag those into my recording folder just in case I somehow make a mistake, which I do not want to do. Very good. Chuck them in there. Awesome. Superb. Leonard says, oh, so professional. So professional. Cool. We just got this office around the back here to do next. That is what we've got to do next, peeps. Oh, I'm going to stand on this chest for a second. Yeah, we're going to do that in the next live stream, though, because I don't really have too much time to do anything else here today. We're also going to go and do a riggedy raid. I'll tell you what, I'm going to raid this guy that Twitch recommends me over and over again. Biggest streamer, but I'm going to send you over to Button, since they're always on my Twitch page for some reason. Yeah, so this is the end of the stream. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who tuned in today. Thank you to all the peeps who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you to all of my patrons, of course. And next stream I do will probably be Mindustry. It might be Hermitcraft. I don't know. But thank you for watching. And be sure to hit the raid button in chat. Thank you, peeps. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.